Welcome to day one of Activated. This is a 7-day journey to activate our psychic abilities. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming together every day for 7 days and we're going to be activating our psychic abilities within the body. I have been informed from my guides that it's time to look at the main chakras, our root all the way up to our crown, and they are the main chakras within our body. I don't usually put too much emphasis into the chakras when I'm doing trainings, but I have been guided to do this because the guides have told me that to develop our psychic abilities, to attune to them, to turn on the DNA that's been stagnant, and to, of course, go through a healing process, we must come in within the energy centers that are in our body. Of course, there is many different chakras and there's many different energies and dimensions and all sorts of things we can play with. But coming back to those basics, no matter how advanced you are, I have to emphasize that. Some people go, "Oh, chakras, I'm above that." We are never above coming into our bodies and activating. There is always another layer, always another level. So, welcome to Activated Day One. We're going to be focusing on the root or the base, whatever you want to call it. And this chakra is located down, like on the pubic bone, if you will. And there's actually two spaces that this chakra, it's the only chakra that has two spaces where it resides. And that is in the perineum and also between the feet. So today we're going to be doing some practices on how to align that chakra. There's going to be a bit of a meditation as well as a light language activation at the end. Every call we're going to be doing, every session is going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. So it's nice and quick. And I promise you, you will get massive results, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. This is a game changer because we're calling in all of our spirit teams to work alongside us to guide us. So if you're jumping on, please come and say hello. I am delighted to see you. And if you've never met me before, my name is Victoria Bond. I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual empowerment coach, and I have been teaching all things spiritual and alignment and consciousness for probably around about 7 years now after I had my own massive awakening. And one thing was for certain, I certainly did not have an aligned root chakra. I was very active here, and I was seeing a lot of things during my awakening, but I certainly wasn't grounded. And I cannot rate it enough working on our base chakra. Now, the base chakra, or the root, however you want to call it, it was developed, it's like the first one that we come to. It is the closest to the earth, and it was developed for our safety, our security, for survival, if you will. It is very much a community energy that the root brings, because for survival as little babies, of course, we require to have a community around us, a tribe around us to keep us fed and watered and sheltered. So when we are not aligned with the root chakra, what will actually happen is we will not feel secure. And we may not feel secure in our home. We may not feel secure in our relationships. And this is what I call the lower expression. So, of course, we could talk about this for 5 hours, but I'm just going to go into the very basics of the lower expression and the higher expression. And then we're going to bring ourselves in and we're going to activate and turn on this chakra. Now, the lower expression of this is not feeling settled within your soul, having issues with having pain in the body, your ego just like pumping and not actually being able to stay still. And we see a lot of people around that are suffering from all sorts of mental health issues, all sorts of pain in the body, a lot of dismantling of the body. And I believe a lot of this has to do with this very chakra, because if your childhood if there was a bit of trauma in there, if it was quite disturbed, or if it was dismantled and you weren't able to feel that security, of course, this is going to lead through into your adult life. So today we're going to talk about that as well. Now, the higher expression of this root chakra is you feel secure. You have a solid foundation. You don't compare yourself to others. You slay in your own lane. You have a solid foundation for the abilities, your psychic abilities. This is why being really super grounded and secure and being connected to the earth and your body, the presence of the earth, the presence of the body is absolutely everything when it comes to your psychic abilities. Everyone seems to think it's here, like the eye and the crown, but there's no point in being this multidimensional being if you can't be here on earth. There's no point if you don't feel secure or satisfied or successful. And that all comes from the root. Now, they say the root is a red color. Whether that resonates with you, I don't know. You can give it a color if you want to. Red is that deep earthing color. It's the color of blood. We have our yonis, and of course, we go through our bleed. And depending on how balanced you are, how grounded and secure you are within yourself, really has a huge effect on your menstrual cycles as well, or whatever stage of life you are in. So, what is next? This is what the guides told me yesterday when I was creating this today's session. Your ancestors have many, many gifts, psychic abilities. And I'm not necessarily talking about grandma or great grandma. I mean, I am, but it's not just the grandma or the great grandmother. It's the great great grandmother, great 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 grandmother, great 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 grandmother, great 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 grandmother, where you were seated here on planet Earth in this ancestral line going all the way back. That is what is bringing a lot of your psychic abilities down through the generations. So once we are healing the trauma from childhood, once we are really connecting to the earth and the body and the security and the community and the acknowledgement of this divine body, what actually happens is we start turning on our psychic abilities. We can hold them more. We can expand our capacity, and we can go beyond the body and bring our energy from the root and bring it up through the different meridians, different chakras, and we can bring it out into our aura, and then we can push it further into the room, further into the communities, and our capacity to hold more money, more love, more joy, more play expands greatly. Without balancing and activating and attuning to this root, there is kind of like a whole missing piece of the puzzle. And we look at a puzzle and we go, this is beautiful. But if you have some missing pieces, it's like it's not complete. Okay. So I just want to invite you to roll those words off you and just notice, just come down into your yoni, come down into the root, and just notice. This is all about turning on the psychic abilities. And you may want to visualize the red color down here. And just notice your perineum. A lot of time people can have issues with their perineum. Their perineum can be itchy or sore or swollen if they are not grounded. This is something I've definitely experienced in my life as well. I had no idea it had to do with being grounded or not. Same with menstrual cycle. One of my beautiful clients, we worked for 6 months on her cycle, on her menstrual cycle, and now she has periods where she's not having to go to the A&E and get put on really, really strong medication because she worked on the tribal wounds and a deep healing within her body, and now she's thriving. I'm just wondering what that is for you. And what did you have to do for love as a child, and how secure did you feel? And no matter what your answer is, There's so many layers to this. Today we're going to go deep into this, okay? So we're going to do a practice. We're going to do a beautiful practice, and it is simple, it is beautiful, it is powerful. And I want you to make sure that you have got your feet on the ground. Now, another thing that you can do is you can actually stand. You can stand with just a hip width apart if you like. So it's like having maybe a foot and a half in between your feet. And this is a space you want to focus on, kind of like mountain pose in yoga. You can do that. I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to have focus on my feet being on the ground. And I'm also going to notice where my sexual organs are, where my perineum is, where my anus is. I'm going to notice the energy. Notice how it's feeling right now. Is it feeling tight? Are you feeling relaxed? Are you feeling buzzy? Maybe you're feeling a bit triggered, like, I don't know if I want to heal these parts of me. I don't know if I want to turn on my psychic abilities. That's okay. Just allow all feelings to pop on through. Okay, so I want you to feel a light coming from your feet, or your legs, if you will, into the earth. This light actually starts where the pubic bone is. Okay, so bringing it down through the legs, through the feet, and into the earth. This light is your essence. Bring it down. And also, where your perineum is, where your sexual organs are, where your yoni is, I really invite you to light that up right now. We're going to light it up with some Reiki. We're going to put some holy fire Reiki into that, lighting it up, bringing that light down the legs. So lighting it up. So your feet are anchoring, your calves, your thighs, your yoni, your hips. All these areas are connected in with the root. They can be massaged. They can be acknowledged. I like to moisturize my legs and squeeze my feet and say, thank you for carrying me on this earth, in this earth. And now we're going to focus on the breath. And the breath is going to be nice and simple. We are going to do a breath that's going to help to calm the nervous system, to be present with the earth and the body. So we're going to do the breath, which is 4, 6, 8. Breathing in for 4. Holding for the count of 6. Yep. And breathing out the mouth for the count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, breathing in for 4. Hold for the count of 6. And breathing out for the count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do this again in your own time. And I want you to focus on the moments of stillness. So you're breathing in and then you hold the stillness. And then as you're breathing out, notice the stillness at the end of the exhale. And when you're done, I want you just to regulate that breath, okay? Just come back to your normal breathing pattern. And as you inhale, as you breathe in, just notice the gap at the top, the stillness, the nothingness. As you roll it over and you exhale, and then notice again the gap at the bottom, at the end of your exhale. Beautiful. And you may have your eyes closed or open. There's no right or wrong here. And just as you're focusing on the inhale, and you can even say inhale, exhale. This is bringing you into presence. That's what you're focusing on, is on the words and the gaps. And I want you to notice the feet. And just even maybe move your feet a little bit, roll it around as you're sitting or standing. Notice your legs, maybe squeeze that calf a little bit, or the thigh or the buttocks, or all of it. Bring that perineum up as you breathe in. Bring the perineum up, and it's going all the way up your chakras to your third eye gaze. And releasing. Maybe you want to do that again as you notice all the activation down from the hips downward. And as you're breathing in, you're bringing that perineum up, 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 as well as the anus and the sex organs, up, 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 elevating, elevating, activating, activating, third eye gaze. Notice the stillness and releasing it all as you bring that light down from the third eye, down through the feet into the earth. Beautiful. So just noticing while you're here in this practice, just taking note of the yoni. Is she speaking to you? Just noticing the legs. Do the legs have something to say to you? The ankles, the feet, the toes. Just for a moment, tune in to those parts of your body. You are a spirit, and this body is within your spirit, and this body is a vessel. This body is literally like a device for your psychic abilities. What do you require today? And now I want you to maybe visualize like a red spinning wheel, kind of like a bike tire. And visualize it spinning to the left or the right, whichever way works for you. And whichever way you feel is the aligned way. Is it left or is it right? Just use your intuition. Don't worry about anything you've ever learned. What feels good for you? And I want you to visualize this beautiful spiraling light of red just down there on your pubic bone where the root resides. And visualize it spinning and getting brighter and brighter and brighter and lighter and spinning faster and faster and faster. It's spinning so beautifully fast that anything that no longer aligns, any wounds, any traumas are transmuting now, allowing the holy fire, Reiki, that I am sending through now to heal, clear, and activate the root chakra, feeling this energy going down the legs, down the feet, and into the earth. And feeling the earth energy coming up, the beautiful nurturing mother energy coming up through the feet, the calves, the thighs, the buttocks, the perineum, the yoni, and just activating all of this now and healing and clearing and cleansing. Breathe in deeply all the way down to the root and all the way down into the earth. Beautiful. I love this. Okay, and when you are ready, you can bring yourself back in and blink your eyes open. We've got one more activation to get done. Just sitting in the energy of reflection. As we're connecting into the earth, we're connecting into the bones, into the history of our human existence, into the psychic abilities of our human ancestral existence. And although there has been much pain and trauma and all sorts of stuff that has happened in these lines, of course, there were so many gifts that were unable to be unfolded. And now you are holding the torch. You are holding the lantern, or whatever you want to call it. And it is your time to activate those psychic abilities that your great-great-grandmother or whomever, even maybe your own mother, was unable to access because of the frequency. This is a time to activate faster than ever before, but to stay deeply centered, deeply grounded and humble, yet in your power. This is what the root is about. How does this feel from you? I would love to hear it. Let me know how you're feeling. Pop it in the comments, participate, and this will also make it more real as you are witnessed, as you are seen and held. Beautiful. How are you feeling? What do you know about you and your history, your psychic abilities? What do you know about you and this history. I know my great-grandmother was a psychic and my great-great-grandmother was in an asylum. So there's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of polarity in that. Was she insane or was she super psychic and was made to be quiet and had to have all sorts of medicines, a lot of treatments? So that has come down. I've had to heal that and speak to my great-great-grandmother. So what is your story? What are your abilities? And how grounded are you feeling within your body, within the presence of the earth? How much trust can you have? Where are your communities? Do you feel comfortable where you are at? Or do you need to come into the human and acknowledge she is your home? Home is where the heart is. Home is where the grounding is. Now we're going to do one more activation. So if you will, please close your eyes down when you are ready. Dropping your barriers and just doing a body scan, relaxing all of your body from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Breathing in and expanding your heart space as you breathe in the light, and breathe out and expand your energy even further beyond your body and into your aura and into the room that you be in. Okay, I'm going to speak some affirmations, and this here is to activate and to align your root. It is safe for me to be gifted. My body is safe. My home is within. I attract the correct vibe, tribe, and family. I am one with the earth. Beautiful, and just focusing on your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing every part of your body. Calming that nervous system. And knowing that everything you were activated with is perfect for you, for where you are at. We're going to bring through some light language now to bring in, to activate, but also to integrate and to kind of settle all of what you've been through today. This will sound a little bit quirky, a little bit different, and this is coming from the guides that are coming through and speaking in this language, which is a language of energy. Here we go. Kia mapakeria tu, me pikir pipikiria haka ki tu pipikiri mapakara, pipikiri etu ku pipi hamapakara, pipikiri papakari hamapaka, te ku papakaria. And you may want to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your pubic bone, where the root resides. Ya remekia papari, tu ku pipikiri mapakari, tu ku pipikiri papakari, tu pipikiri mapakari me hia ko, tu ki pipi hamapakara, pipikia mapakara, pipikiri po, tu pipikiri papakari, tiko papakara a, I uya bikaba, tu ku pipia. You papakiri mapikiri papakara tu pipara. Oh, eka papakari mamakia, no tu pipikiri papakari o ma, oh, eka papa. You piu. Ay pia, oh ya, oh ya, oh ya, oh ya, oh. Maybe if you feel the vibration, you can speak your own light language if you feel it coming through. Iaza mobakaria moba, ya papa, bebekere babakeria tukome pakara. Grounding, safety, security, love, gifts, spirit, soul, earth. As a child of God, you're always looked after, supported, guided, and protected. Bringing yourself back into your body, wherever you've drifted from, and blinking your eyes open when you are ready. Okay, bring yourself back, slowly, slowly. Just noticing how you feel now. Beautiful. Having a look around and bringing your conscious awareness back into the body. Very important to have a look around, just to notice what you can see with your eyes, the beauty of the presence of the moment. Thank you for being here today. Because this is day one, we've gone over a little bit, so I appreciate you being here. I'd love you to even share in the Awaken community what comes up for you over the next 7 days. Light language is extremely powerful. And of course, we are doing mini meditations to activate, heal, to clear the chakras as we go along. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm so excited to see you guys tomorrow. You can do the replay as many times as you like. And I'll see you guys soon. Lots of love. Bye.